here at the Turtle Tap, and we are going to do a bar review. First things up, we're going to test and see what price point is their Long Island teas. Also, we're going to see if they have any signature beverages here, because we want to see where you can get a good signature beverage and if it's good quality as well. Also, this bar serves food, and we're going to test and see if they have good quality bar food. Crazy thing about the Turtle Tap, it is one of the only bars in Beloit that is opened up early in the morning. So if you are a third shifter, night shifter, and you need a place to go to get a drink, this is probably going to be the spot. So come on. We're going to go check it out. One thing that I noticed is already pretty unique about this bar is they got a drive-through window. I'm not sure how you can get alcohol through the drive-through and just start drinking it like that. You shouldn't drink and drive, folks. You don't do that. I don't know if they're promoting that here in this location. We're going to find out. All right, y'all, so we have two drinks here. At the Turtle Tap. We are going to try their signature drink. It is swamp water, and then we're going to do a comparison of each Long Island tea at every bar and see what the price point of a Long Island is. It is $11 for this Long Island, so, maybe it's a bang for your buck because you do get a lot of liquors in there. However, the swamp water is $4, so as far as a better value, you probably are going to get the swamp water. However, let's find out the taste real quick. That's pretty good, but it was kind of strong. Not too bad. Not too bad for a Long Island. Don't mind it. It's kind of what I expect out of that. Let's see what swamp water is like. That's dangerous, man. That's a dangerous drink right there. That's the kind of drink that you wake up in the morning, you don't know where you at. You could be by the train tracks, naked and afraid. That's that kind of drink right there. Have too many of these, you done. Okay, overall, I would say if I were to choose between the two, I'm going for swamp water. It just tastes better to me. It's cheaper. So you could have two of these for less than the price of one Long Island. I would highly recommend that. All right, y'all. So right here we have a signature dish here at Turtle Tap. Wings and fries. You can't go wrong with it. So we're going to just give it a taste test, see how it is. The price point for the wings and fries, the basket will be $11. They do have a deal on Friday where you can get the basket for $7, which is a steal. So if you're feeling wings on a Friday and you want somewhere to go to, this is not a bad spot. Especially for $7. Come on. Let's give it a go. Would rate these wings about 5 turtles out of 5 turtles. Pretty solid wings. 5 turtles out of 5 turtles. And today we are going to interview the bar owner's child because the bar owner cannot make it today. Either way, I really appreciate this interview, so we're going to see how this goes. Let's get it. All right, so we're here doing this interview. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Mackenzie. Actually, I'm not the owner of this place, believe it or not. My dad is. But he's camera shy, so I guess I'll be taking the reins today and kind of stepping in for him.
Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. So first things first, where did the name of the bar come from?
I wish I could give you a really cool story. Be like, hey, my grandfather was out in that creek over there and he was just swimming and a turtle came up and tapped him and that would be the Turtle Tap, but that didn't happen. The Turtle Tap. No, it actually just came because this is Turtle Township, and I guess back in the day, tap beer was super popular because you gotta remember, there was only 5 beers back in the day, and now there's 50 for us to choose from. So yeah, that's where the Turtle Tap came from.
So this is the oldest bar in Beloit. When did it start exactly?
Yeah, so as far as structurally, like this structure has been here since the 1930s. And yeah, so, right. But before it was the Turtle Tap in the 1930s, I got it written down here. It was called the Pizza Garden. It was called the Pizza Garden, but it was actually, if you go to the historical site, people are like, oh, that's not a tavern, but it's in the tavern area, so, yeah.
So, obviously you're not the bar owner, but like, what are some of the highlights and lowlights, like, of like being a bar, like, or being in a bar setting, you know? What would you say is like difficult about like management of a bar, and what's great about it? Do you know?
So for highs, I definitely have to say the people. I know that's kind of a very like cheesy thing to say, but you meet all types of people from all walks of life, and you know you learn the most from people that you're surrounded with, and you know inhibitions get loose when you're drinking too. So there's that. I would have to say a low is, for my dad at least, is you know you have to be here on 10 100% of the time, and when you're involved in owning a business, it's a lot. But yeah, I know you said something about how does he deal with that. He ignores them. He ignores his issue. He says he does what he is needed and then moves forward. I mean, there's no sense in just sticking back and letting issues just kind of fester.
Right. All right, so one thing that the Turtle Tap is known for is the signature drink right here. It's called Swamp Water. How did that come about?
Yeah. So it's kind of because I was talking to my dad, and I hit my knee. But anyway, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, "How did the Swamp Water like come about?" Because from my understanding, my grandfather invented it. Wow. But it wasn't him. Dun dun dun. It was actually my dad's aunt. And so what happened? She was working with two criteria. You need an alcoholic drink, and it needs to be green. So I guess she was just kind of like mixing it up, doing her thing, you know, putting all these ingredients together, and came up with Swamp Water, and the rest is history. Wow. Yup, and nobody knows the recipe. Not even me. That's how secretive it is.
Well, I gotta say the Swamp Water is absolutely delicious, and it's probably one of the better drinks in the bar, like in any of the bars here in Beloit that I've tried. Just in general, it's a good drink. It's almost like Kool-Aid for adults, you know? Yeah, it is very dangerous. What events do you have at the bar for the community?
Let me find it down here. So yeah, we have softball, volleyball, charity benefits, fundraisers, all that type of fun stuff. Like obviously you can see over there, yeah. So we hold all kinds of things over there, and you know, it's not much to really say about it.
No, that's really cool. I'm glad you guys do events for the community. It's cool that there's a spot here in Beloit for people if they want to get their like athleticism on, you know, like also like give back to the community with those charity events. That's really sweet. What other bars do you enjoy going to in the community, and do you have a favorite outside of this bar?
So to answer for my dad, you got to remember he's an old guy now. So he doesn't really flock around bars like he used to. I think his wild child days are kind of over. So now he goes to supper clubs. But for me personally, I like 5 Bar a lot. The newest bar. I just think it's a breath of fresh air. It's like it's different from, you know, this is more like a comforting kind of, you know, hometown bar, but I do like 5 Bar a lot.
Sweet. Yeah, 5 Bar is a great bar. We will definitely get to them. But I really do like this bar as well. It's one of like the busiest bars here in Beloit. We came here on a weekend, and it's just packed. Even now, it's packed. Like, and it's like a Sunday afternoon. So,
it was packed to the point where, like, it felt too packed.
Yeah, it gets. Yeah, no, definitely making your monies, getting the people drunk. Sunday fun day. So. This was a question for Kurt, but if he were a bar owner, what other job do you think he would be doing if he wasn't doing the bar stuff?
He said that he would do construction, something to do with your hands, you know. Yeah, and I definitely can see that because I know we have a pool at our house, but we got rid of the deck, and he literally deconstructed this entire deck by himself. he's 60 years old, so it's like, okay, yeah, I can definitely see that.
Man, that's really impressive to be doing all that kind of work. Yeah. Sounds like he's like really motivated too, like honestly, just to be doing all those kind of like extra stuff on top of like managing like other like places. That's really impressive. All right. If you could add anything to this bar, what would it be?
Okay, this one made me laugh, but he said a smokehouse.
A what?
A smokehouse.
A smokehouse.
Yeah, he says we don't have too many smokehouses in Beloit. He was like, if I could, I would have a smokehouse.
Okay. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. So, this question specific for the Turtle Tap. You guys are one of the earliest opening bars here in Beloit, starting at 8 a.m. and 6 a.m. on Fridays, which is crazy, but like super beneficial for like third shift workers. What made you guys like decide to open up that early?
As you said, the third shifters. That's literally why he did it. I mean, my dad, he's very considerate of other people, and he's always thinking one step ahead, thinking about, well, you know, you gotta kind of, you know, think about everyone else.
No, it sounds like Kurt's a very sweet, caring, hardworking man. Love to hear that from an owner, you know. He also like made it a point to say that you guys have the only like unpaved road in the downtown city of Beloit area. What's the reasoning behind that? Like, is there like any concern to do something about that, or like I'm unsure. So I was just kind of curious.
I talked to him about this. It's kind of funny because the one thing about my dad, he's gonna ramble and say nonsense, but really, because I was talking to him, I was like, why is that important? He was like, it's just because this is such an old building. It's kind of funny that this wouldn't be paid, but blah, 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 things like that.
All right, one last question. That drive-through, what is it all about? Because the bars don't typically have drive-throughs.
The only answer I have for you is I don't know, but I have speculations. So I'm going to say assume that because, you know, it's been many things before it was what it is. It was the pizza garden. So I'm going to assume maybe in the 30s they built that for people to deliver pizza. I don't know, but I do have a funny story about that drive-through. So to put in perspective how old my dad is and how long my parents have been together. So on their wedding night, when they got married and they were at their reception, they actually left their reception to go through that drive-through, get a bottle of whatever they got, and then went back. So yeah, that thing is historical.
So you guys actually are serving like alcohol through that drive-through like to this day?
I don't think there's some legalities to it.
So no, it's just there.
It's just because he was the owner.
Okay. He's like, let me go to my business and get my drink. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was a good story. Man. Well, Mackenzie, I really appreciate your time. That's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you guys for like running such a like awesome bar and like keeping it going. Turtle Tap is definitely a staple in Beloit for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you too. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you so much for the service. It was excellent. Really appreciated the service. God damn. It's fucking windy out here. I would say that's a really good top tier experience. I highly recommend this bar to anybody that's a third shifter. It's the only bar that I know that opens up at 8 a.m. in the mornings, 6 a.m. on Fridays. So like if you want to start your Friday right, if you're a third shift worker, this is the spot to come to. They got wings, burgers, a lot of different like appetizers. They got sorry, I just had that Long Island. Yeah, they offer like in the summer, they got baseball, they got volleyball. Indoors, you're gonna like see darts, you're gonna see pool leagues. They offer quite a lot, like a very good general experience for the public. Again, it feels like a very open community here. You know, it just attracts like a big crowd, and we're gonna like cut to that on the weekend. All right, so yes. Yes.
Nah, but give it your rating.
Yeah. I would rate this 5 turtles out of 5 turtles. Shout out the Turtle Tap. Great stuff. Highly recommend their swamp water if you want to get your Shrek on. It's super good. $4. You can't really beat that price. Pretty strong drink. Kelly over here, the cameraman, had the swamp water. What would you rate it, Kelly?
The swamp water. If we're going on turtles, I give it 5 out of 5 turtles. I ain't gonna lie.
5 out of 5 turtles, and you have it here, folks. So this is our fucking review of the Turtle Tap. Great stuff. One of the
77, yes, sir.
signature spot in the Beloit. Alda 77 out. Oh, one last thing. After Mackenzie left, she told us what the drive-thru actually was there for. So turns out when Illinois changed their drinking age from 18 to 21, Wisconsin still had their drinking age at 18. So they're just like, oh my God, we're business is booming because everyone from Illinois that's underage is coming over to Wisconsin to drink. So they opened up a drive-thru to keep up with business. But yeah, that's it. That's just one little informative thing I wanted to say. Anyways, like and subscribe to the video, folks. Hope you had a good time enjoying watching this video. All right, peace.